Hello and welcome to the next edition in a long line of failed FM saves by me, Nick. We apologise for the lack of action on the YouTube channel lately, but most of us have we actually kind of forgot about the channel, but recently, thanks to popular demand in the group, we decided to make a few more videos. Craig, unfortunately, because he likes to waffle on about a load of bollocks, fair play to him, his videos were too long to put on the channel because I was really clever and breached copyright breached Nottingham Forest copyright by stealing a video off Forest Player and trying to put it on YouTube for fans to look at because I felt they deserved it. Silly old me. But anyway, yeah, recently I've tried to make different saves to put on the channel. I tried to do a Wickham one yesterday, but for some reason the video quality was absolutely terrible. May have something to do with the fact I wasn't playing full screen, which I am for this one, but I've found that every time I start a new save I get bored of it very easily, so when things don't quite work out you look closer to home, and that's what I've done with this one. Although people who know me will know that I'm a Forest fan, I'm going to start a game with Notts County, who, despite all the flack I give, the people who know me will know I dish out a lot of flack about Notts County because half of their fans are in either wheelchairs or are, sort of grave bound. So, or they, well, they could be anywhere. They could be disabled. They could be just ancient and frail. That's the vast majority of them. But I'm gonna go with it. They're pretty much the only Nottinghamshire side I don't really pay much positive attention to. I like Mansfield quite a lot, but being a Forest fan, I've kind of denied myself the positive reflection on Notts County. But I do have a fairly good knowledge of them, so I'm going to start a game with them and hopefully bring some success. I mean, they are kind of annoying little brothers to many Forest fans, but what can you do? They're a club that like to hate us, and we like them. A bit like Mansfield, actually. But anyway, I'm going to skip all of the shenanigans at the start and go straight to season expectations, which I think, well, I was going to say playoffs, but it's not going to give you that option, so I'll stick with top half finish for now. I'll probably change that depending on where we are later in the season. Meet the staff. It's worth noting as well on this save that I've actually installed I wouldn't say installed because it's just a copy and paste job, but I've put in a transfer update for this, so the squad will have a mixture of players from last season, or kind of what you would get from just starting the game normally, and the players that are in now. But to be honest, it won't make much difference because I'll be making a lot of changes to the squad anyway, because I don't like the vast majority of them, i.e. Lee Hughes. I'll look at that later. I'm getting recommended players already. He'd be a good addition, I would have thought. Michael Stewart can fuck off. Whatever. I'll trust my coaches on that. I'll set my own formation. I'm gonna make a little kind of I'm gonna dedicate a bit of a section of this video to the tactics I use, actually, or it might be the next video. We'll have to wait and see. First of all, let's take a look at the squad. In fact, no, we'll take a look at the finances first. Pretty low. Not really much of a surprise, but yeah, got a little bit of leeway in the market. Liam Mitchell. To be honest, the goalkeepers aren't too shabby. Białkowski's absolutely horrendous in real life, but we'll deal with him. Fabian Spies is meant to be a good player. Well, he's going to turn good in the future anyway. To be honest, with the amount of money that Notts County have spent over the summer, I probably won't need to be making much changes. Kieran Freeman can go back to Forest though, because he's not good enough at the moment. Also, Freeman, if you're just by the very slim off chance you're watching this, can you just fuck off out of Forest as soon as possible, please, mate, instead of messing about and saying you want to leave, just do it. Alan Sheehan, that's a fair reflection on him. I'd say he's a pretty decent player. Damien Stewart, keep it for now. Christian Pearce, we staying. Already know he's good. Gary Liddell, he'll do a job. Julian Kelly, not the best, but he's got a bit of pace at wing back, and he'll come in handy. Tom Williams is horrendous getting the reserves. In fact, we'll try and offer him out. I'll probably only get loan offers, but Jeff Hughes will be staying. Even I rate him. Andre Boucard, terrible player. Gavin Marn can stay. He'll be his only season though, because he's too old to stay. Hamza Ben Sharif, we'll keep him for now. Alan Judge will obviously be staying. Excuse me. Neil Bishop can stay. Jamal Campbell Rice can stay. To be quite honest, they haven't bought too badly. Jonathan Fort can sod off. Not too great stats on this game. Francois Zoko, because, well, he's not going to go anywhere because he's only just signed. Christian Montano can stay for now, although I'll probably look to bring in a different striker ahead of him, Lee Hughes. Get him off the wage bill. I know he's good, but I'm just going to get rid of him on the basis that I just don't like him very much, really. Johan Arkin, well, he's good in real life, but he's not too great on here, is he? Enoch Shawunmi, what a joker. We'll offer him out. Hayden Hollis, keep him. Carl Regan's an absolutely awful footballer. See if the youth squad's got anyone interesting. Probably not, would be my guess. Jahidi, he's strong. No, I don't think it's really worth looking into that. Let's see. We could probably do a backup at left back because we don't have much in the way of numbers. Could probably do with a new right back as well. Really, it's just the defence. The rest of the squad is pretty decent. Yeah, I'd say we only really need. I think we'll be fine for a goalkeeper, despite the ratings here. But left back and right back we'll need to strengthen on, definitely. So, yeah. You get the idea with what I'm trying to do on here anyway. We'll go with tactics. I'm going to show one off. What I did, I've looked on the internet for different tactical ideas, you know, just for a few tips and that. And there was one or two that caught my eye. Now, they're called the grid systems, which I take and I put my own spin on them. So here, as you can see, you've got, it's quite defensive in a way, but it does a job because it gives you the opportunity to get plenty back and then just flood forward when you have the ball. So here you've got 4 very defensive minded defenders, obviously, and then you've got the 3 in midfield. But what I like to do is I either keep this, which isn't very often, I must say, or I have 1 up front, 2 behind him, and then these 2 out proper wide, giving obviously the man at defensive midfield the opportunity to pick out past the 4 players ahead of him, and then you've got 4 players looking to supply the striker, which is ideal. Plus you could even just push these 2 on as well if you're really looking for a goal. So I like that formation quite a lot, and that's what I use a lot as well. Or I'm just trying to think, I haven't really used many others. apart from that, because that's been quite successful for me. Or occasionally, if I'm playing against a much stronger side, I'll have 2 defensive midfielders there, and then go with that. Again, it gives you an opportunity for 2 players this time to pick out 3, or indeed each other. So, and then you've got, I'll take this off because he doesn't want to go back. Or you've got 2 players here that can play as essentially wing backs, but a bit pushed on a bit further, so you've got plenty of space in midfield and plenty of options. In fact, let's just see what players we've got that will fit into the system. See, it's already a pretty decent League One side, really. I'm predicted to finish 10th, but I think I could probably just nudge into the playoffs with this kind of squad already. But obviously, the squad isn't going to stay the same, because I like to chop and change all over the place, and a lot of the players in the squad probably won't survive my transfer spree, even if they are good enough. But anyway, you get a vague idea of what I'm trying to do, and I will be, hopefully, if I stick at it for once instead of going off game straight away, I will be posting video updates for every 10 games, that's including cup games, so you get a good idea of my progress, and I'll be showing videos of matches that I've played, any major developments really. So yeah, thank you for watching, and come back and check out the videos once they're posted.